All right, perimeter and area. This one should be pretty quick. We're adding up all the sides for perimeter. In other words, 2 times length, 2 times the W. Okay? And so I'm just taking 2 of these plus 2 of these. All right? So the perimeter is equal to 2 L's, which means 2 times 5x minus 2 plus 2 times 3W. Okay? And we do the math. Whenever you do the math, you prove it. This is geometry. Everything's a proof. Okay? So, 2 times 5x, 10x. 2 times negative 2, minus 4, plus 2 times 3. Now, technically, I shouldn't do that in this step, but I'm going to.
So, where'd you get the 2?
From the formula. Okay? So this is a different way that we've done it before, and I'll do it both ways. Okay? But I just want to make sure, because I noticed some students did it this way. I want to make sure we cover it. Okay? So 2 times 3 is 6W. And what are we doing here? We are simplifying through a specific way, distributing. Okay? So, remember, it is simplifying, but we gotta call it distribution. Okay? Now, we just have to. Okay? All right. All right, so what are we going to do now? So this is P is equal to this still, right? So what do we do? Oh, this is 6. This is 6. This is 3x. Sorry about that, guys. Not W. It's 3x.
That's why I was like, what?
I was like, what? Where did you come up with that? All right. So what do we do now?
It would be 16
Yeah.
axes.
We're going to collect these like terms, right? Okay? And so we're going to add those up, and it's 16x minus 4, right? Which is, how do we do that? That's right. We just did it to one side. We're just simplifying now. With addition, subtraction, it's simplification. With multiplication, it's distribution. Fair enough? Does that make sense? That's the first time I came up with that, so we'll call it. Okay? All right? Now, that's what P is, right? Can we add up any more? No. So we're done. Okay? Now, is there another way we could have done? Yeah, absolutely. We could have said that it was 3x over here and 5x minus 2 up there, right? And just add up all the sides. Right? That's the perimeter, adding up all the sides. If I put it in an octagon, you're going to add up all the sides, right? Finding the area of an octagon is a whole other story, so you won't have that. But adding up all the sides, we can do that. Okay, so we got 3x plus 5x minus 2 plus 3x plus 5x minus 2, right? Yes, sir.
Would it mean 16x squared or no?
No, because we're just adding. If we were multiplying, it would be squared. Good question. So, we have to collect like terms, right? And I can collect, we're big boys and girls now, right? I can collect like terms all at the same time, right? Because when we're adding, it's simplifying. So, I'm just going to collect all of these up. So 3 and 5 and 3 and 5, that's 8 and 8, which is
16x.
okay? And negative 2 and negative 2 is? And there it is. And what did we do? We simplified. Down. So that's one step versus 2 steps. It's up to you. Okay? Are we out of here 39 or 49?
49.
10 more. Alright, are we good with that?
Yeah.
Take a good picture because I'm erasing it. Okay? Tell me exactly when you're done. We'll start with area. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're done. Okay. Area is length times width. Area equals length times width. So I'm going to take this 3x times this 5x minus 2. Now this is technically width times length. Does it matter? No. Times, I can do it in either order, right? Multiplication, the cumulative property lets me say, hey, I can multiply, LW is WL. It doesn't matter. So what I want to do is set it up so it's distribution. Does that make sense? Now, that sets up our first question. What are we doing first, right? So we've got everybody on the block gets a paper, right? Distribution, we're multiplying. Okay? And so 3x times 5, right? 3x times 5x is going to be 3 times 5, which is 15. But x times x, remember, when we have this, we're adding these two. It equals the 1 plus the 1, which is?
Squared.
Squared. Good. So that's where we're getting the x squared. Okay? Now, when we do 3x times negative 2, some of you go, well, I don't understand. Why am I getting just 6 minus 6x? And the reason is, you have an x here. There's also an x here. It's to the 0 power. So it's x to the 1 times x to the 0, which is equal to x to the 1 plus 0, right? Or exponential properties,
So
right?
it's just x.
So it's just x. It equals x to the 1, which is just x, right? So that's how you're getting those two. And you might want to write this down. It's up to you. If it makes more sense, because now you can see it physically, write it down. And then that was distribution, and honestly, we're done. That's area. So area is easy as long as you remember the square. Okay? Remember the square. Yes?
So if we just leave, let's just say we just put x with that minus the point.
Yes. Very good. And because this is a midterm, the square will probably minus 2 points. Okay? I grade a little harder on the midterm.